Good morning. My name is Joe Bandel, and I am the last Rosicrucian. Today, there's been a lot happening, both out there in my life, whatever. This is an update, a Gaia Ascension update, and I'm going to be talking about regeneration. Now, some of the things that I've experienced recently prompt this video. One of them was the passing of my dog Lucy, which there were some very remarkable things that happened that I spoke of in some posts. But basically, she ascended, and I could sense her etheric body, her body of light, or the immortal physical body, if you will, being very strong and burning very brightly. Even though her physical body, she had lost the use of her back legs. That's what it was. So I had to take her to the vet and put her down. And she's already in line to be reborn, and I even know where, which is kind of I wasn't planning on saying this, but there's a dog that's having pups in the middle of July, and from the connections and information I have, Lucy's going to be one of those pups, and I'm in line to pick her up. So life continues in that way. But what's interesting about that is there's a conscious process going on through these things. Because it's strange that I could say what I'm saying here and actually do it. But anyway, that's kind of, even though it's fascinating, I don't really know how to share so much. So we're going to get through, we're just going to try to go through some things here. If you take this is Ascension related material that I think everybody kind of needs to know. You're not going to find this anyplace else as far as I know. I think I'm the only one that's got this. So pass it on, if you will. The periodic table of elements there's a potential of 118 elements. Dewey Larson's reciprocal systems theory speaks about this, whatever, but this is general science. We're going to have the possible electron, the possible rings around a nucleus of an atom. There are 7 possible rings. And if each ring was completely filled, there would be 118 elements. That's the basic science there. The interesting thing is the heaviest, the final, the last possible element that completely fills the 7th electron ring is a noble gas. Tasteless. You can't see it. It's like it's not even there. But it is the heaviest. It is the final element. And our science recognizes that. So if you think about it, things don't just get more solid and more solid and more solid as they get denser and denser and denser, because the final end result is a noble gas that is not solid. So everything that we think of as physical reality is lighter or not as dense as that final element, as a noble gas. And what I've come to realize is that that final ring, that seventh ring, is what's been known as the etheric levels. It's the level where so-called paranormal phenomenon take place. And it's actually below what we consider physical reality. Physical reality tends to happen within that sixth electron ring, where we find physical objects, and we think of that as the sensual energies. Okay, that's the sixth electron ring. The fifth electron ring, we're talking about lower emotions, fear, hate, anger, things like that. The fourth electron ring, the upper emotions, is the heart center, okay? And it goes up with the further ones into the conscious mental energies, philosophical energies, and the final, of course, being that very first electron ring, which only has two possible electrons, which is represented by hydrogen and helium, as the archetypal reality. Okay. But the point that I'm getting here is that it's a spectrum, and we're talking about ascension as full spectrum ascension. And when you think of physical reality, it's not at the bottom as we've been thinking, because this etheric, or this actually, like the noble gas thing, there's no solidness to it, is actually the deepest. It's below what we think of as physical reality. So we have to switch our thinking here a little bit. And what's been happening is all of these levels have been upgraded. Now, in the past, you talk about spirituality and you talk about materialism. And the quickest, I'm just going to say it kind of real quick here, the lower levels had a materialistic base, so the upper levels had a little more spiritual base. However, polarity could exist within each level, depending on whether you were a service to self or a service to others type of person. I can see that I'm at 9 minutes here already, so I've really I'm not going to be able to follow or share as much information as I was going to. And that's fine, because I'll put out another video about it. But what happened with Gaia's Ascension movement was we started out at the crown chakra. We started out at the highest level of spirituality, and we tapped into source, which is light, the photon, and we tried to draw that light down and anchor it to Gaia. So we were anchors for spiritual light. And it was through the crown chakra. Then, after that was pretty much done, we started anchoring in the heart center. Okay? Everything became heart-based. And I don't know if you can remember back to 2012, things like that, that was kind of when it started going to the heart-based thing. It was previous to that, it was all up in the head type thing. Then it shifted to the heart. It's like forget the head forget the head crap. Go to the heart. Okay, but what's happened now is that's done. Both of that's done. The crown chakra stuff is done. The heart stuff is done. We are now at the root chakra level. We are at the etheric level. We are at what the body of light, what you're calling the body of light activation. The body of light, or the immortal physical body, is the etheric body. And previously in the old system, the etheric body did not have that spiritual twist, polarity. It had the material twist. As Gaia supported, it was in the wrong polarity. That has shifted. As of now, the body of light, Gaia, everything is being supported and fed by spiritual light. It's permanent. It's like my dog Lucy, her body of light, her etheric body, it was able to sustain her physical body, or to a degree, to a great degree, a noticeable degree, through light, through love, to the point where she had gone several days without food and with very little water, and was having even more energy than she did before. We've talked about the Ascension body no longer requiring food and nourishment of the physical kind. This is what has happened. And everywhere out there, the body of light, the etheric body of those people who are ready to ascend, who are ascending, has been activated. That's the main purpose of this video, to let you know those are activated at the root chakra level, at the earth chakra level. Your body of lights have been activated, and your physical bodies are being supplied sustenance through that. And that's going to speed up the ascension process. And either you're going to drop the physical bodies that you have, or for those that have worked with the crown chakra energies previously, you're probably going to begin the process of regeneration, physical regeneration, where the top has been activated, now the bottom's activated, and you're going to clear out the middle. You're going to clear out the inside. The inside is where the physical is. So remember, the physical is higher than the etheric. It's higher than the lowest levels. But like Lucy, she had reached the point, her body of light was activated. She had to drop the body that she had, and she's being reborn into a fresh physical body. Now, people who are young enough, they already have those bodies because they came in 10, 15 years ago and don't need it anymore. So they're fine. But the world we're living in is our ascension world. The post-pandemic world is our new world. And what we're going to do with it, I need to go. Thank you. Bye.